Damn.
Gervonta Tank Davis is getting attention again with his training videos for his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach, and everyone in boxing is talking about it. His speed, strength, confidence, and skill might make Roach rethink taking the fight. Tank is incredibly talented and remains undefeated in his 30 professional matches. His fast hands and speed have led to comparisons with legend Floyd Mayweather, but he also has powerful punches that can knock out opponents. Davis is back in the gym training for his fight with Lamont Roach, which is set for March 1st. New footage has surfaced showing him in the ring working with his team. He hit the pads with his training partner, demonstrating amazing speed. Tank threw quick, sharp punches at an impressive rate, leaving fans amazed. His hand speed is incredible, and fans reacted quickly, with one calling it simply incredible and another saying, "He's just on another level, so talented." One fan pointed out that Davis, a natural southpaw, is doing all this while fighting in an orthodox stance, showing his impressive footwork. Fans even started predicting his next fight, with one saying, "Tank versus Roach isn't going to last long." Another viewer commented, "He looks fight ready now." Davis only fought once in 2024, beating Frank Martin with a knockout in the 9th round. That was his only fight since his big win over Ryan Garcia in April 2023, where he defeated Garcia in an amazing fashion. It seems like this could be Gervonta Davis's last fight, and he's putting in everything he has to make sure his exit from boxing is legendary. Even if it means training with intense focus, Lamont Roach doesn't look like he can handle the best of what Davis will bring. Davis's recent actions and online posts might be covering up his nerves before the fight. Tank and Roach have exchanged insults online before, and this time is no different. The WBA super featherweight champion took a playful shot at the undefeated boxer on his Instagram story.
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Speaking of other title holders in the division, we know you were close to the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson is another title holder in the division. Shakur and Schofield are fighting. What are your thoughts on that?
Roach posted a selfie with the caption, "I'm now to the gym. Man, you be cool like how'd you be cool?" Suggesting that while Davis focuses on online stunts, he'll be busy training. Tank didn't let it slide and reposted Roach's story, writing, "Laugh now, your son's going to be crying later," warning Roach that he would regret talking like that come March 1st. Tank then got personal, adding, "And you better not be over there freaking pretty girl, because you know what the crowd leaves." What's right behind them, the women, taking a jab at the 29-year-old. As the argument went on, the comments became more personal and irritating, with Roach responding with another selfie and caption.
What's on that fight?
No thoughts.
Do you have a prediction on how that fight would play out?
Don't care.
We know that you got off of Twitter, your Instagram.
Roach responded with a selfie, saying, "Your man back at it again, lol, stay focused, champ. I'm working. Worry about them little angels you got, not what boys freaking other boys." Advising Tank to stay focused on his training. It's clear that both boxers would be better off concentrating on their workouts instead of this online feud. In the end, it seems Davis regretted getting involved in this back and forth. After the exchanges, he took to X, formerly Twitter, to express his feelings. He posted a confession, saying, "I'm a low-key type of guy. This being in the public eye is killing me, fam." Tank admitted that he rarely gets into these online arguments, and it makes him feel really uncomfortable.
We know that you were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Your thoughts, is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
Yeah.
The undefeated boxer further admitted, "I'm not chasing no image at all nor a female. I be Gucci away from this stuff," saying he doesn't want fame and is happy with his life and family, keeping his desires at a distance. This confession is similar to when Tank announced he was considering retirement, saying he started hating the sport and just wanted to be with his family. After next year, "I'm out of it. Yeah, out of this sport. This stuff is trash, garbage, fed up. I'm fed up with the whole stuff," Tank said at the time. However, he has now put those doubts behind him and is focused on his upcoming fight at the Barclays Center. Fans notice his renewed intensity, including a new ponytail look. While the online spat has added excitement, fans would rather see Davis handle the hate inside the ring, as he has done throughout his career.
Philosophies to not to just start slow too, and not let him see my shit, and just see who's gonna win these first bullshit rounds, because I'm not gonna give you none of my shit. I'm gonna put my dick on the line today. I'm gonna bullshit the first 3 rounds just like you, nigga.
This is a unique matchup because both fighters are world champions, but they fight in different weight classes. As a result, despite being champions, the fight won't be for a unified world title. Lamont Roach, as a world champion, brings something different compared to most of Gervonta Davis's recent opponents his size. Davis is used to fighting bigger fighters who, in hopes of a title shot and a big payday, end up draining themselves to make weight and deliver weak performances. However, that won't be the case with Roach, who will be moving up to the 135 pounds lightweight division where Davis currently competes.
Man, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. Fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty, is that, and you know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Fuck is you talking about? I am him in that ring.
As a result, Lamont Roach is expected to look better than recent opponents like Frank Martin and Ryan Garcia, who seemed drained when they faced Davis. However, despite this, there are downsides to the fight. Typically, the boxing world eagerly waits to see what Davis will do next, but fans were disappointed when he was announced to fight Lamont Roach in December. Roach is a solid fighter, but he isn't a big name and doesn't have many major wins. Fans want Tank to fight top names like Shakur Stevenson, Vasyl Lomachenko, or even Devin Haney. While making a fight like that happen is tricky, many fans feel Davis is playing it safe and not taking risks. When a fan on social media questioned if 2025 would be the year Davis fights bigger names, Davis responded to defend himself. One fan came to his defense, pointing out that his wins over Garcia, Martin, Isaac Cruz, and Jose Pedraza were all legitimate, especially considering how he won those fights.
Knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him, back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight.
Davis agreed with the fan and suddenly took shots at fighters like Rolly Romero, who fought Cruz after Tank beat him, and Devin Haney, who fought Garcia after Davis dominated him. Tank has faced many top fighters and is confident in his record. That's why Teofimo Lopez sees this as a mismatch and isn't too worried about Lamont Roach's championship status.
If you don't match that, you know, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
He's saying they're putting him up against a guy who normally fights at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, Roach is moving up in weight to make Davis look good.
Alright guys, run out and face the crowd. Run out and face the crowd now. Cameras in the back, guys. Hector, camera in the back. Camera in the back.
This fight is shaping up to be a technical battle with an exciting undercard. While Tank is a heavy favorite, experts and boxers aren't completely counting out Lamont Roach. Fight Hype spoke with Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims Jr. to get their thoughts, and their answers might surprise you. Hitchens, the undefeated super lightweight, was asked about his history with both fighters and what fans can expect. The New York fighter pointed out similarities between Tank and Roach, warning fans not to underestimate Roach. Hitchens is confident that the 25-1 boxer will surprise everyone, making it a thrilling.
Years ago, I want to say like 2016, 2017 years ago. I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach, he came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got it kind of like a lot of some.
Hitchens pointed out that Lamont and Tank came up in similar environments and share many traits. He believes people are writing off Lamont because of his loss to Jamal Herring, but he has been consistent over the years. Hitchens talked about how Roach has turned his career around since that 2019 loss. The 180-pound boxer promised the fight would be a technical masterpiece and mentioned that he was even looking forward to it. When discussing who would have the advantage in a technical fight, Hitchens said, "It's going to be a great technical fight. Tank is a defensive genius. He knows how to protect himself and maneuver."
He came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got it kind of like a lot of some.
Hitchens further explained that if the fight goes into the later rounds, Tank will have a clear advantage due to his nearly perfect defense. He believes Roach should aim to end the fight early, because if it goes longer, Davis will likely control the pace and get the result he wants, while defending Roach as a capable opponent for Davis. Hitchens added, "It's not like Tank is just picking an easy opponent. Lamont probably knows how to fight better than a lot of guys Tank has faced."
A lot of some similarities. They both box each other numerous times, and I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamal Herring. But
female heavyweight champion Claressa Shields, who is a known rival of Gervonta Davis, surprisingly gave a very balanced prediction for the fight.
Freddie kid, he's very skilled. You know, Tank is Tank. You know, and when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth, whatever. But at the end of the day, if we talk about just boxing,
Hey, absolutely. So
he's a good fighter.
Claressa Shields said, "I don't know why everybody's sleeping on Lamont. He has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very tough, skilled fighter. Tank is Tank. And when I say Tank is Tank, I mean he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough." Despite their past feud, Shields acknowledged Davis's abilities, adding, "I know we had our dispute, but at the end of the day, if we're talking just boxing, he's a good fighter. I look forward to watching that fight."
And I look forward to watching that fight.
is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it? Are you gonna buy it?
I bought any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view, and I think that Lamont.
When asked if the fight was worth a pay-per-view and if she would buy the ticket, Shields responded, "I've always bought any fight Tank has had on pay-per-view, and I think Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think this fight will be very technical, very skillful, and as always, we'll see Tank's power on display. Let the best man win." On the other hand, Tim Bradley called it a Tank protection program, saying this about the matchup.
The dude looks like a total fraud. Put him in the ring with somebody that can punch back. This is the Tank protection program. This has been going along for a long time, people. Bringing fighters up from a lower weight class to get in there with Tank. Tank looks spectacular, but it's a cover-up. I'm going to tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. Are they saying they don't have an opponent for him? Yes, you.
Tim Bradley added, "I'm going to tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. They're saying they don't have an opponent for him, but yes, you do."
Do. His name is De Los Santos, and the fans wouldn't mind paying for a De Los Santos fight, but they're covering something. I don't know what it is. Is it the power of De Los Santos they?
On the other hand, welterweight sensation Kenneth Sims Jr., who has fought both Roach and Davis, also shared his thoughts on the fight and what each fighter must do to win. At first, Sims avoided predicting the fight, as he's on good terms with both of them and felt it would be disrespectful. However, he later opened up, recalling some memorable moments with Roach during their nationals, when they faced off in the semifinals.
Through the years, he showed he got consistently better and better. He silenced out the critics. He went and grabbed him a world title, and I think that it's definitely a fight that, like a great fight for boxing. I think that boxing fans are trying to like basically shut Lamont out. I don't know, maybe because he's not a big name, was a smaller.
When asked what both fighters need to do to win, the Illinois resident explained that both Roach and Tank are counterpunchers. To win, one of them will need to step out of their comfort zone and get the other to open up. He also mentioned that Davis is a slow starter and takes time to get into his rhythm. Tank starts slow, but as the fight goes on, he'll pick it up and get busy, said Sims. However, to win this fight, Tank will need to attack earlier than usual, or it might be too late, especially considering how fast Roach is and how he picks up points early.
I'm looking forward to watching the fight.
Do you think the fact that it is going to be a technical fight, do you think that favors Lamont or does it favor Tank? Because I think a lot of people...
This was a surprising take, especially since most people have written off Lamont Roach in his lightweight title debut. However, when promoter Eddie Hearn was asked about his views on the Davis-Roach fight, he said Roach is a good fighter and that the overall reaction to the fight was unfair. After the announcement of the clash scheduled for December 14th, many were surprised by the choice of Roach as Davis's opponent.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, he's had a lot of criticism, but
this fight once again highlights Tank's star power, as he was allowed to handpick his challenger once more.
not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability, but he can.
Fans were disappointed with the announcement, as Roach has not proven himself against top stars like Tank. Additionally, he'll have a disadvantage moving up from a lighter weight division. However, this will be Roach's biggest fight, and with his title not on the line, he can fight without much pressure. Roach will move up to the 135 pounds division from 130 pounds, where he holds the WBA title, and insists he's a much tougher challenge than Martin, whom Tank knocked out in 8 rounds in June. "I'm not Frank Martin," the 29-year-old told Cigar. Todd, Martin started boxing at 15. He didn't have the experience to be in there with someone as skilled and experienced as me. I've got the same skill level as Tank, the same experience, reflexes, ability, and IQ. Roach has faced Davis twice before in the amateurs, losing by decision both times. Since then, the Washington fighter has won 6 straight fights, including a split decision victory over Hector Luis Garcia in November 2023, securing the WBA crown. Davis, from neighboring Baltimore, has won 28 of his 30 pro fights by knockout. However, Roach insists he has the chin to handle Tank's power.
Coach Calvin, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, what's going on?
How you feeling?
Man, okay, man, okay.
The face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis, just been released to the public. We know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us?
What makes people think I'm going to end up like those guys who didn't have the experience and skill? Roach said, "I think I've got a good chin. I've been hit a couple of times, but nobody's ever dropped me or seen me hurt in a fight. The power might be a little different." What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis's preparation for Lamont Roach? Do you think Roach, a fighter moving up to a new weight class to face an undefeated boxer in his prime, has what it takes to shock the boxing world? What are your predictions for the upcoming fight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. That's all for now. Stay connected with us for the best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the boxing world by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to get alerted when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.